This is about Swadeshi and boycott movement. Swadeshi movement basically had its genesis, that is its origin, in anti-partition movement. So remember that there was first anti-partition movement, and from this anti-partition movement, the Swadeshi movement emerged. Now let's understand why Swadeshi movement turned out. From looking at the genesis itself, you can answer this question. So now you can clearly say that Swadeshi movement turned out because now the people were opposing the decision which was taken by the British to partition Bengal. So this was against the decision taken to partition the Bengal. Right? So now you have the answer for two questions. That is the origin for the Swadeshi movement and why Swadeshi movement. Now guys, let's study about the partition of Bengal. So remember that the government completely decided to partition Bengal, and it made this decision public in 1903 December. That is, the decision was made public. Now let's understand about the official reason given by the British to partition Bengal. It said that the Bengal had immense population. It said that the Bengal had a population of 78 million people, which consisted around 1/4 of the total population of British India. In short, the British government said that Bengal had around 25% of the population of India. And further, British government also said that administering such a huge territory was becoming difficult. So the other reason given by it was that there was difficulty in administering Bengal. So that is the reason why it said that it had decided to partition Bengal. But remember that this was not the real motive. The real motive was different. Now let's understand what the real motive was. That is, what was the real motive behind the partitioning of the Bengal? The real motive actually was to weaken Bengal, because Bengal was now the nerve center of Indian nationalism. So basically, they wanted to weaken Bengal, and they also wanted to weaken the rising wave of nationalism. Indian nationalism, to be specific. And now let's understand about how the British government actually wanted to partition Bengal. That is, how they wanted to partition Bengal. They wanted to partition Bengal on two factors. One on the basis of the language, and the other on the basis of the religion. We know that the major intention of the British government to partition Bengal was to weaken Bengal, that is, reduce the status of Bengalis into the minorities. So they basically wanted to put Bengalis under two administrations. So based on language, they decided to place Bengalis into a minority category in the Bengal itself, because now it was said that the Bengal proper would have 17 million Bengalis and 37 million Hindi and Oriya speakers. Let me write it. So it said that in Bengal proper, now Bengalis would be a minority community, because it said that the Bengal proper would have 17 million Bengali speaking people and 37 million Hindi and Oriya speaking people. On the basis of religion, the government said that if this was the unpartitioned Bengal, it said that the eastern part of Bengal would be dominated by Hindus, and it said that the western part of the Bengal would be dominated by the Muslims. So this is how, later Bangladesh gets formed, because the eastern part of Bengal was dominated by the Muslim community, and from there, the eastern Pakistan gets carved out from India. And to be specific, it said that this Hindu-dominated area would have 42 million Hindus out of the total population of 54 million. That is, it said that the eastern part would have 54 million, out of which the 42 million people would be Hindus. And on the eastern side of Bengal, it said that it would be dominated by the Muslim, and this Muslim dominated region would now have 18 million Muslims out of 31 million people. So it basically means that there would be 31 million people living in the eastern side of the Bengal, out of which 18 million would be Muslims. Remember, at the time of partitioning the Bengal, Curzon was the viceroy. He basically partitioned Bengal to get the support, that is, of Muslims. So he basically wanted to get the support of Muslims. That's the reason why he partitioned Bengal. And of course, we have already seen the real motive behind the Bengal's partition. But now, when I say this, you should get a question. That is, why was Lord Curzon willing to get the support of Muslims? Why not Hindus? Because technically, if you look at India, you get to see that India is the land which is dominated by Hindus. But that doesn't mean India preach Hinduism, but just look into the statistics, that's it. So technically speaking, most of us feel that Viceroy should have supported Hindus to ensure that there was a continuity in his service. But then you get to see the opposite being done by the Viceroy. That is, he seeks to get the support of the Muslim community. Why? The answer is very simple. Viceroy basically wanted to use Muslims to counter Congress and to counter the national movement. So in order to suppress the national movement, which Congress was actively, spreading and participating in, he wanted to use the Muslims to aid in his side. And not just that, Viceroy Curzon also says that now Dhaka would become the capital of the Muslim majority province and not the Hindu majority province. See this again, Dhaka is one of the most important place in Bengal. So when Muslims get this important place, they eventually will start having this connection with the new viceroy, and that's when you expect the Muslims to rally behind the viceroy. So that's how he gets to seek the support of Muslims.
So that's it with the lecture on the partition of Bengal. In the next lecture, let's study about the anti-partition campaign that happened under the moderates. Thank you.